Hi, I'm Stephanie with Club Cal Online. With me today is Jordan. We will be going over a upper mobility today. I would highly recommend lighter weights. I would not go above 8 pounds today. And you have the option of grabbing a mat if you would like. Otherwise, you can just lay on your floor and we will get ready to do this. So we'll start in a tabletop position. So we'll come onto all fours, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Your choice if the toes are tucked or untucked. If you feel like you're unstable in the lower legs, have the toes tucked under. From your fingers are spread wide, point your fingers pointing forward, and as you exhale, round the spine as much as you can. Look at your belly button, find that flexion in your lower spine. And as you inhale, begin to pull the chest forward. Think about just pulling the sternum forward so you find that stretch in the belly, but you're not dipping in the lower back. Exhale, round the spine as much as you can. Good. Inhale, begin to pull the chest forward, leading with the sternum, pulling the tailbone back behind you. Good. 2 more. Exhale, round the spine as much as you can, finding cat. Good. Inhale, pull the chest forward for cow. Perfect. 1 more. Exhale, round the spine as much as you can. Good. And inhale, pull the chest forward. Then from here, come back into a neutral tabletop position. And you have the choice, since this is the first round, you can stay in tabletop. We're finding shoulder rolls, keeping the arms straight. And it does feel weird at first, and sometimes you feel like you have no control of your body. So if this is extremely awkward for you, you would just come up onto your knees and practice your shoulder rolls this way. But hopefully you remember what direction you're going to begin with, because we're going to switch in 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Find shoulder rolls the other direction. It's the awkward direction. Good. Here for 8. Good. 7, 6, 5. Checking in with the arms, making sure they're still straight. Good. Here for 3. Perfect. 2. And 1. Coming back into that neutral spine once again. And you can stay on hands and knees or find plank. We're going to retract shoulder blades together. So pinch the shoulder blades together. Good. And press away. Retract and press. Good. We are here for 7, 6, 5. Good. 4. Here for 3, 2. Now you're going to hold that protraction on 1. Keep pressing away from the floor. Protract as far as you can. Good. Anchoring tailbone towards the heels. Here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into your tabletop, going all the way from the top. Back to our cat-cow. So round the spine, find that flexion in the lumbars because we're usually really stiff in our lower back. Inhale, pull the chest forward, finding cow. Good. 3 more. Exhale, round the spine. Look at your belly button. Good. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Last 2. Exhale, round the spine. Good. Inhale, pull the chest forward. And 1 more. Exhale, round. Good. And inhale, find cow. Good. Coming back into your neutral spine. Since things are warmed up, you are welcome to up the level if you'd like. Find plank, find our shoulder rolls. And if at any point you're starting to feel really fatigued, you can always drop back down to your knees. You are never stuck being in one position or being committed to plank. And we are here for 6. Good. 5, 4. Here for 3, 2, 1. Find shoulder rolls the other way. I'm sure things are feeling tired at this point. Go over here for 9, 8, 7, 6. Got here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your knees just for a second, just to let everything take a break for just a moment, because we're going back into our plank and we're going to retract and protract the shoulders. Now remember, if at any point you need to just stay on your knees and do that, go for it. So here we go. Let's find that plank, because I know you got this. So find plank, pinch shoulder blades together, and press away. Good. Here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that protraction on 1. Hold it. Make sure that the glutes are still helping you out here. Here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down to your knees and find child's pose just for a second. And if it feels like your arms are still active or engaged in this child's pose, you can also reach them back behind you. Just find whatever helps you relax, but will help your neck and your shoulders relax for a second. Good. Perfect. Because this also helps give the arms a break, but also helps you find that flexion and reset in the lumbar spine. Good. And we'll come back into tabletop. And you might recognize this movement from yoga. It's kind of like thread the needle, but we're really just looking for a rotation in the spine. So from here, right arm reaches up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, you're just going to reach underneath you. Good. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, find that twist. Good. And we're here for 8. Good. Here for 7. Good. Here for 6. Perfect. Here for 5. Keeping the arms straight. Good. Here for 4. And 3. Good. Here for 2. And 1 more. Perfect. And then we will do the other side. So right hand stays down, left arm reaches up. And as you exhale, reach underneath you. And inhale up. And exhale, find that rotation. Go over here for 8. Good. Here for 7. And 6. Good. Here for 5. And 4. Here for 3. Perfect. And 2. And get 1 more. Perfect. And come back. Okay, now we're coming on to our backs. We're going into what I call floor angels. I don't know if that's the actual term, but it's what we're going to go with today. So you're going to have your knees bent, feet flat, and make sure that the lower back is still on the floor. So it's more of an imprint rather than grinding your lower back into the ground. And from here, you're going to start with your arms in this cactus position. From here, we're going to reach the arms up and overhead, keeping the wrists and elbows connected to the floor. Good. And then you're going to come back down. So elbows and wrists stay connected the entire time. Once they lift, then you have found your end of range. So keep that connected, slide, slide, slide. That's your range, and pull down. Think about knitting the ribs together here. There's so much that has to happen in this movement. So you're drawing these lower ribs down because they want to flare up, because once you start to arch the upper back, then you're able to find a bigger range, or so you think. Good. And reach up. Good. And come back down. Good. We are here for 4. How's that feeling? Yeah. Good? Feels so alive. Good. Keep knitting here. You can't forget about this guy. Good. Here for 2 more. I know, it looks like a simple movement until you start doing it. And then you're like, how do I do all this right? Get 1 more. Good. Perfect. And take a break. Okay. So still stay on our backs. This time we're going to find some nerve flossing. So we're in a little supine twist. So we'll start with the left leg wrapping over us. The right leg will just hang out wherever it feels best. From here, left palm comes down to the floor. And then you're going to make your little hitchhiker thumb and reach up and overhead. Open the palm and bring the palm back down to the floor. So you're finding this rotation in the arm. At the same time, you're also flossing your nerves. Which with mobility, if your nerves are wrapped around in fascia and they're not gliding, you're not going to be as mobile as you would like, because your body's going to the nervous system, it's not time to find your end range. Good. Perfect. And the rotation, good. Keeping the arms straight. And we're here for 5. Good. Here for 4. Perfect. Here for 3. Here for 2. Good. And get one more on this side. Perfect. And come back down, and then we'll switch sides. How's it feeling?
Yeah, I feel good.
Good? And if there's any tugging or sharpshooting pain, stop. We'll find something else for you to do. I'll move the weight. So, palm onto the floor, make your hitchhiker thumb, reach up and overhead. Good, keeping the arm straight as best as you can, and open the palm and bring it back down. Good. Here for 9. Good. Here for 8. Here for 7, keeping your arms straight as best as you can. Good. Here for 6. And 5. Good. And 4. And 3. 2. Good. And get one more. Good. And bring the palm back down. And then we'll start from the top, coming back into that thread the needle variation. So find our tabletop. Good. Right hand down, left arm reaches up, find that twist. Keep your right arm straight as you reach the left arm underneath you. And inhale back up. Good. Here for 9. 8. Perfect. Here for 7. 6. Good. Here for 5. 4. 3. Here for 2. And 1. Perfect. And we will switch sides. So left hand down, right arm reaches up to the ceiling. As you exhale, thread that right arm right underneath you. Good. Here for 10. 9. 8. 7. Good. 6. 5. 4. 3. Last 2. Good. And one more. Perfect. And we'll come back onto our back, find those floor angels once again. And if the floor angels are easy for you, you can always bring this to a wall and you would just reach your arms up and down. Nope. Knees bent, feet flat. Cactus. Yeah. And doing your best to keep the arms down. It's easier said than done. Knit the ribs, good, and reach up. That's your end range, good, and come back down. Good. Here for 9. Good. Here for 8. Good. And 7. Now I want you to check with your neck. Tuck your chin, press the back of your head into the floor, and then knit this together. I know. We thought it was easy. I'll show you. And we're here for 5. Good. Here for 4. 3. Here for 2. And get 1 more. It's the last floor angel you'll have to do today. Good. All right, now we're gonna find that supine twist with the nerve flossing. So right leg. Yeah, there you go. I guess it doesn't matter what side you start on. So palm down to the floor. Make your hitchhiker thumb. Reach up and overhead. So you're just looking for that little stretch. Open the palm and back down. You don't need this to be like a dramatic stretch by any means. This is also a great exercise if you have thoracic outlet syndrome, where you'll feel that tingling sensation going down to your fingers. This helps floss that nerve. Good. We're here for 7. Keeping the arms straight. Here for 6. Here for 5. Perfect. 4. Here for 3. And 2. Good. And 1 more. Perfect. And then switch sides. So left leg crosses over, left palm down. Make your hitchhiker thumb, reach up and overhead. Good. Open the palm, bring it back down to the floor. Perfect. Here for 9. Good. Here for 8. And here for 7. Get that full rotation in the shoulder. Good. Here for 6. And 5. 4. Good. Here for 3. And 2. And 1 more. Good. Palm back down to the floor and rest. Now from here you're going to need your dumbbell because we're bringing some strength into our rotator cuff muscles. So I want you to think about your choices and make better ones because we don't want a heavy weight for this. So again, I either would say 8 pounds or less. So Jordan has 7.5, I have 5, but we will start on our backs once again. And if you find that you're falling asleep during this exercise, you can always grab a yoga block and place it between your knees and squeeze. That way that your lower body gets involved as well. So it's not just the upper body. So from here, knees are bent, feet are flat. You're going to shrug up. So palm is facing you, keeping the arms straight. Shrug up and back down. Good. We are here for 10. Good. Here for 9. You're still knitting the ribs together. That never stops. Here for 8. Good. 7. Perfect. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. From here, we're going into a narrow press. You're going to pull your elbow towards your hip. Good. And then press back up to the ceiling. Good. Here for 9. 8. 7. So you really want to pull that elbow towards your hip so you find that nice stretch in your trap at the bottom. Good. For 6. 5. Good. 4. Here for 3. Good. 2. And 1 more. Good. Now we're going to open and close the door. So you're going to bring the back of the wrist down towards the floor. Keep hugging that elbow in towards your hip. And then close that door. Good. And open. And close. Perfect. Here for 7. 6. Still nail the ribs together. I know. Here for 5, 4.
Am I resting holding my elbow?
Nope, elbow stays on the floor. You got open. Yep. Perfect. How's that feel? We'll do 2 more just because I lost count. And 1. Sweet. And then switch sides. So we're shrugging up, keeping the arms straight, shrug up and down. Yep. That one. Doing your best to keep the arms straight. It's easier said than done sometimes if you have really tight biceps or forearms. Good. Here for 7. 6. Don't forget about that guy. Good. 5. 4. Here for 3. 2. And 1. Find that narrow press. So now you're pulling the elbow down towards the hip and pressing back up to the ceiling. Good. Here for 9. Find that stretch in the trap here. Here for 8. So let those lower ribs down. Good. 7. Perfect. 6. 5. 4. Good. Here for 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Pull elbow towards the hip, and now we're going to open and close the door. So keep that elbow on the floor, hugging in towards the hip. Good. Back of the wrist to the floor, and then close that door. Good. Here for 9. Perfect. Here for 8. 7. Good. 6. Let those lower ribs down. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. And then switch sides back to the original side, going 1 round through. So we're going to shrug up and pull the shoulder back down. Good. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Find that narrow press, pull elbow to hip, and press back up to the ceiling. Perfect. Here for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Open and close the door. Here for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Switch sides onto the left. Going into those shrugs, keep the arms straight and pull the shoulder down. Perfect. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Narrow press. Pull elbow to hip. Good. And press back up. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5, 4, 3. Good. Here for 2. And 1. Bring that elbow back down. Now we're going to open and close the door. Good. 10, 9, 8. Good. Here for 7, 6, 5. Find those ribs. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we have one more round, not with this exact, but it's just gonna be a little bit more of a variation of it. So now you're gonna bring the weight into the right hand. Now palm is facing your feet. So we're just switching directions of the, where we're hitting our rotator cuff muscles. And you're gonna shrug up and shrug. Good. Here for 9, 8, good, 7, 6, 5, 4, here for 3. Now I want you to think about pressing through your heels too. And we'll get one more. And then we're gonna go into that wide press. So you're gonna pull the elbow, keeping it in line with the shoulder, keeping the wrist in line with the elbow, and then pressing back up to the ceiling. Here for 9, good. Here for 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4, good. 3, 2, and get one more. Good. Now keep finding that wide press. Now we're going to knock on the door. So find the wide press. Good. All the way so elbows on the floor. Bring the back of the wrist onto the ground. And then you're coming back to neutral. Good. Back of the wrist onto the floor. And then back to neutral. Good. Here for 8, 7. How's that one feeling? Fine? Good. It shouldn't be like that fatiguing yet. Good. 4, 3, and 2, and one more. Good. And then we will switch sides. So bring it over into the left hand. Palm is facing towards your feet. Shrug up and pull it down. Good. Shrug up and down, keeping the arms straight. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 wide press. Good. So you're going to pull the elbow out and press up. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Here for 4, 3, 2. Get one more. Good. Bring the elbow back down to the floor, and now we're going to knock on the door. Back of the wrist comes back to the floor, and then you're just coming to neutral. Good. Here for 9. Good. 8, because I don't want you to go all the way forward, because then you're just putting a lot of stress on tendons and ligaments, and that's not what we're going for. Good. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back to the original side. Last round through. Yep. And shrug and pull. Good. Here for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Wide press. Pull that elbow down and press up. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, perfect, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and get one more. Good. Bring that elbow back down to the floor, knocking on the door, back of the wrist onto the ground, and coming to neutral. Good. Here for 9, 8, 7. Good. Here for 6. Make sure you're still pressing through your heels. Good. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and get one more. Good, and then switch sides. Last time, last side. So palm facing down towards the feet, shrugs. Here for 10. Good, 9, 8, 7. Good, here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, get one more, wide press. Here for 10. And up, 9, 8, good. Here for 7, and 6, here for 5, good, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Bring that elbow back down to the floor, knocking on the door. Back of the wrist down and coming to neutral. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And we'll ditch the weight, and that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you for joining. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel great.
Great. Awesome. Thank you guys.